Divine Feminines. Hello, my babies. So this is for you. Messages from your Divine Masculine and letting you know kind of what's going on in their lives. Just kind of keeping up with them. Now, I am going to say this won't resonate with everybody right off the bat. If you're a cross-watcher of Divine Masculines, welcome. May this be an insight maybe into your life if it resonates. Maybe you'll get a new perspective. However, haha. 6 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups right across from each other, baby. We're already talking about it. I know your heart. I know what you're thinking. I know what you want. But listen, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of things to talk about. Now, Divine Feminines, your masculines, and I'll know who this energy is for here in a minute when I start to lay down the cards. I'm actually gonna, forgive me. I'm just gonna put this down so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. This is a time that I know you're working on yourselves. The biggest thing I want to remember, like if you are a newly split up in person, you're going through heartache, being a twin is hard, feminines, and I've been seeing a lot of hate, all right? If you are truly in this union, I get it. It hurts. The shit hurts whenever you're just splitting up. Just know that I am going to make, I wish I announced this in the masculine video, but if you're a masculine cross-watching, then fair enough. But I am going to be doing videos for newly, like people who believe they're twin flame, and they're going to be like, are you really a twin flame thing? And I think I'm going to do that for Free Yourself Friday this week, possibly. Where we really start to dive deep about what twin flames truly are and if you truly are a twin flame. I think it's overly romanticized. I already made a video about that. But I think a lot of people have been hopping on board that, you know, and I can't tell you what your journey is, but we need to be aware of what this connection is. Like I said, this won't resonate with everybody. We're just going to see what's going on with your masculine, your masculines, and the messages that they are sending out into the universe for you to know. Shit. You guys are reflecting each other all fucking ready. I'm so done. Whew. Listen, I only do these readings whenever I'm like ready and whenever I feel like it's called for me to do. So as a Divine Feminine, I'm with you on this. That's right. You heard me. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, dang. Oh, man. Okay, I got this. I get it. Damn. Okay. Looks like Divine Masculines. And, you know, when I see the King of Pentacles, usually I see something completely different. But seeing this man and seeing his eyes, it's funny because I did the same in the other reading. I read the eyes of the cards. Let's pull a few more. But you guys are already reflecting each other, and it's absolutely crazy. It's nuts, really. Because you Divine Feminines, listen, in your headspace, there's also a tower. Oh, shit. Okay. So what I'm seeing in their headspace right now is that there is this tower moment. You guys kind of took a different approach. You guys kind of like, I got this. And they might come out this way too. But what I'm seeing with the 7 of Swords, though, there is some realization in the headspace about how they've deceived you or other people. Ooh, yes, it's you. The Queen to the King. This isn't gender specific. It's just an energy. Kings and queens, Divine Masculines, Divine Feminines. You know who you are. If you're familiar with the journey, you know. So your Divine Masculine is definitely in the headspace having a tower moment with how they've deceived their Divine Feminine. And I'm not one of those people that's just like, they betrayed you. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, it is what it is. The cards speak. Damn. Shit. So, you know, in their headspace, they're definitely thinking about maybe they didn't say something or didn't communicate a certain truth, or there was just kind of some kind of deception, some kind of betrayal with their divine feminine in the headspace. There's something going on there. They're definitely thinking about it. They're going over it over and over and over again. I feel I need these cards to clarify. So I'm not going to fight that. Like, I literally, it said you need to clarify with these. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. Promise. Promise. Let's pull one more card and then we'll really jump into this shit. Okay. Your divine masculines are really, oh shit. Damn. Message is the same. Wow. If you have a divine masculine in a karmic relationship, this is for you. I mean, take it whatever resonates, leave what doesn't. But I firmly believe that if you're in a karmic, if your divine masculine is in a karmic relationship, or maybe even you are in a karmic relationship, this is for you. Someone's in a relationship. And someone definitely wants to move forward. Knight of Wands. Someone wants to come in. Now, this isn't a very mature energy, so that lets me know like it's not time just yet. So if you're a feminine hoping that they're going to come in soon, don't rush these things. Do not. If you're where I am, you already understand this. If you are new to the journey, just know you cannot rush this shit until it's a king. You don't want a knight coming towards you, especially a Knight of Wands. You need a king. All right? This isn't mature energy. So as the overall energy and just by the cards, I think they're going through this they're going through their own transformation. It's not that they're not mature. I'm not saying that. It's just saying that things aren't, it's not ready to pick the fruit yet. Does that make sense? It's the situation hasn't fully reached the place it needs to be at. Okay? So I'm just going to say that right off the bat. And if you want to click off that for that, then you're not here for the right reasons, because unity, you know, that's not what it's about. Okay? That's not what this is about. All right? It's not always about union. I understand about checking up with your divine masculine though. I get it. Especially when you're aware of the situation and you're aware of what this connection is. I understand. And it also helps give you perspective on maybe what you need to learn about yourself, because hell, you're supposed to be a reflection of each other. So I'm just going to go over what I see here already. In the headspace, it's really rough in the headspace right now. It's even rough in the heart space. Like, damn. Because what I'm seeing here is that the divine masculines are seeing their divine feminine as a very strong, beautiful woman. Oh, that looks like Chewy. It looks like my Chew Bear at the bottom. Look at the baby. That looks like Chew Bear. But, you know, divine masculines, I hope this focuses, see their divine feminines, oh, come on, as a very strong, like, look at her. She's like just standing in her power. Come on, focus. Anyway, I'm about to give up. But anyway, I hope you can get the gist of it. Standing in her power. You know, she's very stable. She knows who she is. She knows what she's about. She gets it. She's holding flowers in one hand and the pentacle in the other. She is the balance of feminine in the physical realm and masculine. You know, she knows what's up. And she's worked hard to get to that point. And he knows that. You know, because this is pentacles. This is about, you know, when you're reaching queen mode, you've worked hard to get there. And I would say this about what's in the heart space of the masculine. And even though I believe masculines have been working very, very hard, they've been going through a lot to grow. But it's funny how these two look so different. Because what I'm seeing here in this card, if you noticed my reaction in the beginning, is that the King of Pentacles over here in the heart space, the message I got instantly, okay, because I was like, ooh, he very stable. And he might, like, I think divine masculines are very stable physically in the physical realm. They might have plenty of money, an abundance of it. And notice how there's grapes here, which is just, you know, and there's roses here. You know, roses bloom and they have thorns. You know, that means that it took some hard lessons to me. That's a message of hard lessons to get to that point. Whereas I think masculines over here, you know, are reaping what they've sowed and they have an abundance, but his eyes right here is what, you know, that's what got me. He's still looking over here and looking very sad, almost spaced out, almost robotic, because his eyes are very like just. So this is, you know, this is something I haven't noticed before, and I feel like the divine masculines do have a lot of abundance in their life right now, in their heart space. They know that. They know they're very blessed. They know that they have a lot to be grateful for. But something is missing. Something's not right. Something about it isn't what they expected. I really feel it's one of those cases where it's like you thought everything you wanted is not what you wanted. It's like you have this giant pinnacle right here, and you're looking at it and you're holding a scepter and you have all this abundance, you have a bunch of grapes like at your disposal, and you're just like, okay. Still stable in the physical realm regardless. And he's seeing his, you know, divine feminine like that too. But she's looking at the camera. You know, she's looking towards the photo. She's like, yes, here I am. I have arrived. Because what I have is enough. And with the flowers there and the roses, you know, the thorns, it's like I've gone through hell to get here to bloom like this. And the divine masculines fully acknowledge that divine feminine. So if you feel like they don't acknowledge you at all and your growth and your strength, you are dead wrong. They know what you had to do to get to where you are. And they would never discredit you for that. Now in their heart space, I'm seeing that maybe like in the physical realm everything's great and internally it's not, because we have the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. 2 sixes. The Six of Cups is about a past love, which is probably you, divine feminine. It's about many lives with this person. Six of Cups is someone from the past. And with them having this, you know, this contemplation look on their face, I think that it's definitely about you. I feel like it's definitely about you. With the Six of Swords, that's moving to calmer waters, leaving drama behind, which will definitely tie into what I'm about to say. You know, I feel like if you guys do have drama in the past, if you guys have some really intense, dark feelings about the past, you know, and also by what I'm saying, they just don't, they were moving to better time, like calmer waters. They want to kind of move past that, either that or their heart has been in such turmoil. Because when I'm seeing these 2 cards, okay, above each other, it seems like there's this desire in their heart to move towards you. Maybe they weren't really feeling their heart space. Maybe they felt like you are the calmer waters despite what has ever happened compared to what's going on right now, is like the message I'm getting. And they thought they had everything and that things would make them happy. And even though they know they're very blessed, there's something in their heart that's like, life is chaotic. And the reason why I'm saying that also is because of how it's affecting their physical realm right here reflects this entirely. For sure. It just confirmed what I was sensing. Because their external right now is kind of super duper chaotic. It's just like, it's like, why? And I feel like in their heart space, they're seeing you as a calmer place. And they want to leave this shit behind and go towards that connection again. But in their hearts, even though they know this, even, you know, in their minds, I think the deception is really getting to them. Because over here, 2 extra cards fell out. And it was the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands reverse, which is my 11-11 card. So I think they may feel like this connection is over. Like it's dead. Like, what do they have to give? And there's this flower here, and when I see it, I feel like they don't have much to offer right now. They're like, this is all I have to offer. How could it be enough? How could it be enough for this? I wish it's so focused. But you see that flower right there? It's all they've got. And they're like, this is all I have in this desert of a fucking place, in this heavy place that I'm in. How the fuck is that supposed to work? How the heck is that supposed to bring this abundance, this joy, this celebration into my life? My divine feminine, so to speak. And I'm not like a hopeless romantic. You know, I think your happiness shouldn't be in another person. It should be within yourself. And maybe that's what they're learning right now. But I think a lot of it has to do with, in this particular reading, with all the cards that are out here, I think the masculine is so used to going for what they want and what they believe would make them happy. And now they're in a place where they realize that it's not all it like was cracked up to be, that they're kind of done just thinking about themselves. Whereas divine feminines, I think we always think about the other person, and we kind of take a stance on taking care of, you know, nurturing other people. And now we're kind of switching, you know, the tides, and we're like, we're going to focus on us and love ourselves, you know, in a healthy way, of course. And we're just like, you know, we deserve that love too. Whereas divine masculines are kind of switching spots and recognizing that, you know, pretty much that it's not all about what they want. And that sometimes living in a space of being attached to things in the physical, because there's a lot of pentacles here, may lead you in a direction that you thought would make you happy and didn't. But it's all necessary. It's all part of the journey, you know. So there's nothing, you and I both, if you're up here, you know, if you're a divine feminine and you're like, they did wrong to me and blah, 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 you're in the 3D. I don't think this is for you. You know what I mean? If you're sitting there and you're hating on your masculine whenever he's feeling this way, like, oh, he should feel this way, get off my reading right now. Unless you're ready to learn and take a higher perspective in what this is, this won't serve you. I'm not here to cradle egos, so I hope you weren't looking for it. Because your divine masculine is going through it with the shadow side reversed. And the reason why, you know, you think reverse, this means that they're done with the shadow side. I mean, look how chaotic it is right side up. You know, they could be with a karmic partner, which isn't always bad. Like, we need to wish well upon them as well, okay? Because we all have soul contracts here. We're all human. I think that a lot of the shadow side, there is like a transformation coming for both of you. It's like, I'm coming for you in their physical realm. And the thing about the shadow side reverse for me is that they're awakening to this shadow side. They recognize what's happening now. This awakening, the secrets, the dark sides of their soul. They're opening up to that. And in the physical realm, I think the shadow side of other people are also coming to the forefront and coming to their attention. Now with the 7 of Cups, I feel like there's trouble making decisions, but they want to know that they can make the right one. So cute. It has a cat in it. It's so cute. But I think with this realization of other people showing their shadow side, I really feel like this is people showing their true colors and divine masculines feeling like they got to make a choice. And I like how it's a wizard, because I really feel like divine masculines are kind of like taking their, like stepping into their power and making choices based on what's best for them. And they're manifesting. They're like, okay, this is bullshit, and I recognize this bullshit, and I'm not going to put up with it anymore. But whatever choice I make, I'm going to make sure it's for the right reasons. I'm going to make sure it's for in the right timing, and I'm not going to be in this energy while I do it. Okay, so whenever I said, immature energy, your divine masculine is not in that energy. Not at all. This is about the relationship itself. This is about the connection itself, okay? It's not ready, divine feminine. And if you are truly doing your work, if you're kind of like, you're not in the anger stage. Mind you, look, I understand the anger stage. I get it. I don't think it's bad. Not at all. I just think that this reading isn't for you. If you are feeling that, accept it and go through it and work through it. But, this shouldn't really trigger you, because the point is never for union. The goal is never for union. The goal is to be your best self. Now, I'm just simply reading the energy of the divine masculine. This is what they're thinking about. Whoever this is resonating with. This is what they're going through. This is kind of like a feel of the choices they're going to have to make. And it's funny with the Seven of Cups with choices, because these two fell out together. And that Strength and the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a drama queen. Okay? This is a person that feels sorry for themselves all the time. They don't want to do any of their inner work. They don't feel like they have any inner work to do. They're just lying there like, woe is me, and everything's going wrong, and I can't change anything, and I'm completely powerless. And the Strength card is a woman that is sitting here with the roses again. Divine feminine. With the roses again. Has worked through their shit. Has the infinity symbol. And tamed a fucking lion. That could be... I feel like that's also representative of the soul. It could be a Leo, or it could be Leo or Libra. Anyway, Sagittarius. I've been getting different messages. But anyway, signs doesn't matter. But this woman right here has worked through their shit, felt the sting of the thorns, and still stands in her power. Still chooses to be a bright light. This is the Strength card. And with the roses here and the roses here, it's definitely the divine feminine, okay? Now, we're not going to compare, because women need to empower women, period. If this is according to a woman. So, regardless of what gender you are, I feel like we are here to empower and lift each other up. But what I am seeing here is a choice. Knowing the shadow side, having it revealed, secrets revealed, things coming to the light. He or she, divine masculine, has two choices between two people. This could also be the different parts that he sees. This could be some divine feminines. This could be some divine feminines. But I really don't think so. If they are in a karmic relationship, I think this is how they see it. Listen, divine feminines, this could also be a message for you that you also have a choice about what energy you decide to be in. Are you going to be a victim? Are you going to stand in your power? Are you going to help yourself? Or are you going to sit there and be dramatic and feel sorry for yourself? Are you going to step into your power? But I really feel like for a majority of divine feminines, I think if they're in a karmic relationship, they have a choice. We'll clarify a little more. I think this other person just feels hopeless in this situation, especially if, they have a sense that the divine masculine has been thinking about somebody else, or they have been acting weird. Because in their headspace, they're thinking about the divine feminine. In their heart space, they're thinking about the divine feminine. They're thinking about the past. They're, not really content from what I see. They feel like they've destroyed something good, and they've been going through a lot of shit in the physical realm. It's kind of crazy that all this shit is coming up, I think that's why it's not yet ready. As much as you both probably want to go towards each other, it's just not time to really come into full union. There is work to be done. All right. So we're going to shuffle this a few more times, and then we're going to clarify a little more. Divine Feminines, I guess apologize. Like it's like I don't want to apologize, but I feel like I also need to, because I can be really upfront, and it's just, I know that not a lot of people take that well, but I ain't gonna bullshit you. If there's anything you can trust, is that I'm not gonna bullshit you with anything. And if you're anything like me, you take that over anything else. Like, you're just done with it. Okay? A lot of Divine Feminines are done with that shit. And so I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Now, I'm not saying anyone's better than anybody else, not at all, because that's just simply not true. We are one. But, you know, if you're not in a vibration to match this reading, then it's definitely not for you. End of story. Yep, new beginnings with the Tower card, the Fool card in their headspace. So they may be feeling like they want to start something new. Maybe they're going through this Tower moment in their mind, and they're recognizing certain deceptions that they've done towards their Divine Feminine, certain probably toxic behavior. And I feel like Divine Masculines are wanting to let their Divine Feminines know that they're not the same person. Okay? Partnership and alliances in the heart space, it's a 3. 3 of Wands. You could be waiting for, the Divine Masculine could be waiting for an opportunity to reach out to their Divine Feminine. Okay? They're really, really taking steps to figure out what the best approach is. Because especially if that's true, you know, if you're resonating with this reading and there was deception and there was a lot of pain, enough for a Tower moment to happen with this, oh boy, then, you know, I could see why they want to take, like, careful steps towards you, Divine Feminine. And it's not because, you know, of any apathy or anything like that. It's just, you know who you are, and they see you for everything that you are and everything that you're not, and they still think you're wonderful. And they don't want to just come with nothing, which is probably why they're like, this flower isn't enough. And it's like, even though we're like, it's fine, fam. It's fine. It's okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have success and victory. Awesome. A lot of fire. Lots and lots of fire. So there is definitely a need for movement, like in action. So that it's not for lack of wanting action, fam. It just, you still got to be wise with it. But I feel like definitely acknowledging this connection. Divine Masculines definitely have awoken to it in some form or shape. Now, the universe, which is the world, over the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. To me, that's saying that this is a part of the cycle, okay? If you're sitting there like, oh no, don't feel that way, they'll realize it. They'll realize that, you know, maybe it's better to just speak instead of not saying anything at all with the World card. You know, this has to come to an end. This cycle of feeling like they're not good enough, or that they have nothing to offer, or that they've done too much, they've said too much, you know, that'll come to an end. They'll recognize and reach that higher state of understanding that it's not always about, you know, what you have to offer in terms of maybe the physical realm or everything that's happened, that you need to move forward, that you can't just always stay in that energy. Suffering in silence in the physical realm. If it seems like your Divine Masculine doesn't care, obviously, or they're not affected, or they're going on with their lives and it seems like everything's normal, number one, you probably shouldn't be following them on social media. Don't check up on them on social media right now if you're in separation. It's not helping you. It's not helping anyone else. Divine Feminines, go on with yourselves. But if you are in contact or whatever, and you see that everything seems to be fine, everything seems to be okay, you know, they look like they're not affected at all, they're suffering in silence. 9 of Swords. They're keeping it all up here. They're not sharing with the class, so to speak. They don't need to share it with the class right now, to be quite honest, especially if they're thinking about their Divine Feminine and a possible karmic partner. You don't want to throw that out there. That's just They want to move away from the drama with the Six of Swords. So it's like, I'm just going to like figure it out and then act on it. Okay? Wisdom. They're gaining wisdom through being alone about this connection. And there's the divine masculine himself. Damn. Moving on. Positive movement forward. I could probably go through this. Like, listen, this is a big deck. The likelihood of all these coming out in order is not real. So whatever it is, they're going to move in a positive direction. All right. But divine masculines definitely are like, know about this connection. They are very aware, even if it's not as a twin flame or a soulmate or whatever, they're definitely aware of what this is and how they feel about it. Could be dealing with a Gemini. But yeah, through their solitude, victory and success comes from that wisdom and that solitude. Okay. So they're just diving deep right now. And I agree that they probably, as much as I'm like, you need to express yourself, I'm sure divine masculines have friends that they talk to. At least I hope so. If you're a cross-watcher, divine masculine, blah, 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 divine masculine, please, I'm sure there's one person in your life that you can trust. Talk to them. Be honest. Be open. You got to get that out. You got. Okay? But I totally understand. Don't suffer in silence, but at the same time, I get why you're not like coming out about it. It's not a time to. It's not a time to. Yeah. You definitely know you're not trapped in your mind when the Eight of Swords is reversed. So divine masculines don't feel trapped in their mind at all. Don't let this fool you. They don't feel trapped in their mind. There's just a lot going on in the physical realm. And the single card came up. That, you know, they need to work out. Okay? So let's get some extra messages and then we're going to close this up. So divine feminines, your masculines are doing their hard work and you are definitely on their mind. Okay? And I don't just say that because it's like, oh yeah, they're thinking of you. No, like that's literally what the cards just fell out to say. I still feel like divine feminines need to work on themselves and continue to stand in their power because that's exactly what divine feminines are doing. But that's not what this reading is for. This reading is to let you know what's going on with your divine masculines. Let's get some messages. So, divine feminines, trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? Landing in the headspace. So, I feel like the divine masculines are learning this and they're challenging you to learn this as well. If you knew, can you trust the path enough on this journey? Knowing you'd be supported, what would you do? That's something to think about. Inner temple devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart in the heart space. This is what divine masculine is doing and is asking you to do as well. Which divine feminines I feel really are. And I feel like divine feminines need to stay there. So you guys are definitely reflecting each other in that. Yes. So in the physical realm is a yes. I'm not exactly sure what that's pertaining to. It could be several times. It's a just say yes in the physical realm. Ooh. So, okay. It's like, why? Why did I get this? Why? Because it's just one of those things where I'm like, I ain't going to tell you what to do. But if the divine masculine comes to you with an offering, that small offering that they're like, why would she accept this shit? It's nothing. And divine feminines just like look at you saying, I'll take it. Look at the flowers look similar. It's like, it's fine. Like, I'm okay. That's so funny. Those flowers look extremely, they're even the same colors. They're just really similar. She's just like holding those flowers like, I mean, all right, you can get up. Like, it's all right. I say, yes, it's fine. Let's go forward. Divine Feminines, I think you're encouraged that your Divine Masculine is saying yes to this process, even though it's not fully done, even though they got stuff to figure out in the physical realm. They're not trapped in their mind. They're not trapped about knowing what they want and the truth that needs to be told here with the Page of Swords. They know what it's going to take, and they're still saying yes to the connection. They're still saying yes to the process. They're still saying yes to themselves. They're saying yes to the growth. And I feel like that's something that they are also hoping that you're doing as well. I think a lot of Divine Feminines, you know that, like, you know what's coming. Like, you felt it. So, but like I said, the aim isn't union, so this isn't for everybody. This is a very specific message for somebody. Break the chain. What? Over here on this, like... Anyway. Over here with this 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, I feel like that's what Divine Masculines are doing. They're breaking chains, ancestral family patterns, and healing and rewriting the future. So they are definitely ending the cycle with the universe, and they're learning to start over right now. Even with this little, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just funny. It's just like, it's not much, but it's all I got. I'm sorry. It's just it's not like pitiful or anything. It's just funny because it's like, you know, that's a very beautiful flower. I get it. I get it, especially when we're in a really dark place. Some people may feel like they don't have a lot to offer. But in reality, it's a very beautiful thing in a very, very cold world. And it's enough. All right, Divine Feminines, that is your reading. Super long, but like I said, I only do these when I feel led. So I love you. If you like this, if it resonated with you, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more. I do other readings and other stuff, so feel free to join in on that. Other than that, I will see you in another video. Bye.